idea. Let me tell you something. I made bacon today, which wasn't actually making bacon, but I was making money today, and I took care of that process, and now we're back to listening to the sweet sounds of the city of Chicago background. No. Anyway, I've been pretty happy with what's been going on here. To be completely honest, I've been making really good progress in this approach, especially within the stream. The streams had kind of turned essentially into this like kind of meandering process where I kind of worked on things and kind of moved forward. But then once I brought this sweet little timer you see in the top left-hand corner, things started to change up. What's up, Bob? Bob number 2. I see you gotta move your accounts around. You can't let anyone be able to find your trail. Bob 2. I drink a lot of orange juice. It's like one of my favorite things in life is to enjoy a nice orangey juice. Okay. So there was actually the opening scenes, which is part of the next book. I'm actually really interested in sending the book off as one big fat boy. I was thinking that might be kind of cool. I wonder why the lights are going all crazy. Chill out there, lights. Let's get back to the work. It's funny, it's been final draft for a long time. So we go into here, crash landing, and we have some work that needs to be done. Here, let me show you guys what I'm doing. I am very early today. Oh yeah? Are you though? Yeah, you are earlier than usual, aren't you? Indubitably. My friend, indubitably. Indubitably, you are. And let's maybe drop this below here. Does that work? No, and then we need this. Still not. And here, okay. And let's import an image from, we'll call it, let's see if we got something for stream overlay. Yeah, that might work. So what we need is this at the bottom. There we go. Well, let's see. And then that means that the drawings will take place over here. I think I can work with that. All right, so this is what we're going to work. And then if I do this, then you can hear my audio. But that doesn't include the audio on this one. Check 1, 2. So it's just called USB, I guess? I don't know. But if I transition... So then I get no audio when I do that. Oh, that's a bummer. Yeah, it has sounds, but it's not moving over from the other scene. So let's try a different one. Let's build another one. Let's see. Maybe we'll do this. Like this, and then we'll add capture clock. How's it going, everybody? How's it going? Good stuff? Hope good stuff. It's been pretty good for me, actually. It's Mexican Independence Week, I guess, in Chicago. I thought this was America, but, you know. Okay. So they just honk their horns all day long. That's what they do. So let's see. We'll put this on this. Okay. And then what we'll do is we'll get this in here. Okay, that looks good. And then we'll just transition it over. I think that's so weird. That is so weird. Well, I don't hear any audio from here either still. Check, 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 1, 2. Let's try it this way. Check, 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 1, 2, check, 1, check, 1, check. Okay, looks like I'm good. Let's see how this works on here. Oh, it looks like people are watching. What? But what's going on with the volume here? Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. How did this break overnight? Well, that's a good question. So how am I not hearing the stream? Check. I wonder what that's about. Let's see if I can hear it on my phone. No, you know what it is? I used the gear to shoot a video. And so just as I was finishing the video, I had to set all this stuff up. So this stuff wasn't here. I had to collect all this gear and use it for a video. Let's see. Let's pull up Twitch. I like old Twitchy poo. Even though YouTube is really... It's the real nice one. Oh, I got a couple viewers. Look at that. What is that? Today's Monday, right? Yeah. Ooh, that is good music. Let me know when the music ends, too. I might get caught. Oh, so got it reset. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not even using everything, actually. But I think the thing is with these audio devices, you have to basically re-register them. Okay. Yeah, you have to let the computer know that they're plugged in, and then you have to select them and identify them. It's pretty typical stuff for this kind of hardware. Okay. And it makes sense that they would ask that kind of stuff. It's just kind of a pain in the arse when you're trying to get production together that quickly. Okay, so this is the here. So this is a good page. I think Fujo Bear was here for this one. And so we're going to do the next page. And actually, why don't we use some of this space to get a hold of that there script. I'm going to pull out that script, and we're going to try to get through some of this bad boy. Today's Monday, okay? We got to work today, right? No freebies. None of us were born with silver spoons. Silver spoons. Would that really do anything for you, having a spoon that's made of silver? Aha! I inherited a spoon of silver. Why, did you think I was just like you? No, not even close. I, in fact, have a silver spoon. Can you imagine how weird that would sound nowadays? A silver spoon. Here, let's push this one over. Bam. Okay, this might work a little bit better. It looks like there's a lot of audio. Oh my goodness. This is, you know, guys, listen. When this stream blows up, I will definitely hire a producer to help take care of this stuff so that I can sit on this stream and be mediocre. What else do we got? So I'm gonna look at this script, and the stuff that's in yellow means that it's already been drawn and we figured it out. So we're gonna actually get to here, and this is where we're gonna kind of crank through that. There are gonna be 2 different steps. Well, there's 3 steps to the process of making a comic book page. The first step, you guys want to hear this? You guys want to hear about this? It'd be funny if you guys said no. No! No, we do not. Well, too bad. I'm going to talk about it. So, the process of writing a comic book page starts with, for me, well, I did the graphic novel the same way that I would, if I ever had a chance, and if I ever do have a chance, to make a movie, which is by collecting inspiration over a certain period of time. So giving myself an allotted amount of time to be creative, to be inspired, to look for things, but also to sit down. And I don't write like normal people. Normal people would probably write a bunch of stuff down on pages. And you see here that we have a script. I'll get to that point. I did not want to write the script. The scripting is probably the last skill that I obtained in this process, but it is a fundamental aspect of pulling this off, if you will. But I start by, I'll wake up in the morning and I'll draw, what do I want to see in a story, right? I want to see something like this. And so I might spend, a few minutes lightly drawing some figures that only basically I can understand, but they're formulated enough where I'm like, okay, I get the feel of what this scene is, and when I look at it again, I know what it'll be a great note for me. And I collect a lot of those. With the first book, what I did was I came up with what I thought were 10 good ideas every day, and then I did what I wanted to do for the day. And then when a month went by, I would have 300 ideas or 300 clips, whatever. So I had like roughly 318 pages of just these raw clips. At the time, I was working at a warehouse that was probably, 10,000 square feet or something. And there was a docking area where there was a docking area, and then before you came into the warehouse, there was a lot of space because it would allow for overflow and to break pallets down or build pallets up or whatever. So you'd kind of have this working area, and then you'd have the actual warehouse, and then you kind of had the in-between, and then there was an office, whatever. I mean, that business was around for about like 3 years. I think it's still around, it's just that warehouse got outsourced. But anyway, none of that stuff is relevant outside of the fact that I used the floor of the warehouse to take all 300 pages of this thing that I had made, right? I made it on the pages, the Photoshop pages. I printed them out, 300 and some odd pages on one side. And then I laid them out on the floor so I could look at them. And then while I looked at them, I would say, I want to move this part over here, and I'm going to move this part over here, until I had the story in an order that I really liked. And then from there, I would go through the story in grammatical order, or whatever portion that I decided to break it up in. And as soon as there was a scene that I thought, I don't know if I really like this, I would let it go. Like, I didn't even have to get to the point where I say, I don't even like this. I'd say, there's something I don't, and as soon as you have that feeling, just cut, right? And so I would cut and cut and cut and cut and cut. And the funny thing is, in Mud is Good, out of the 318 pages that I made in that first draft, only one made it into the final piece of the book. So what you do is you're constantly kind of reshaping and more additions and more additions. But that's a very expensive thing to do. And also it's kind of like, I wouldn't necessarily say it's a I guess it is to a certain extent, it's a learning experience, but the discipline aspect is the ability to stop and to start moving forward with the story because you have to. And that's where I'm at with this. Did I ever tell you guys how much I love orange juice? Boy, do I love orange juice. Anyway, so for this book, it wasn't like that. This book was a continuation of the first book. So I already kind of had an idea of where I wanted to go. And I started building and building and building. and I started building upon lore that had already been built, which was actually more satisfying than the first book, because the first book was like, what the hell am I doing? You know, I'm doing mud pillows? Like, what the hell? Like, and after a while, you kind of get to this place where you're like, oh, I've seen this person before. I've seen Charda. Ah, it's the Space Cats. And then all of a sudden, I'm 900 days into developing the Space Cats, and my decisions are clearer, and I'm making more defined decisions. And now I'm starting to see where the world building comes in. I don't know how long it takes, but I'm pretty sure it takes a long freaking time. I think oftentimes people, when they start world building, they start scaling up too soon, and that's when you end up with like really weird... I need to go to the gym and stretch myself out. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Now, so we have these lines here which are, we mean you no harm. We are here for peaceful purposes. Do you understand me? And so, luckily for our audience, and for the Space Cats, and for Charda, and of course our audience, everyone on Flufferton speaks English. How convenient. So then we have Charda here, and he bursts out, and he basically says, I've been waiting my whole life to meet you. Which is basically him saying, like, this is incredible to see other intelligent life. It is very lonely on planet Flufferton, you know, being the only form of intelligent life. Okay? And so this looks like it's going to be 2 panels. Looks like it's going to be a big shot here. So what we're doing now, okay, so for the first step we did, 1, we did development. 2, I wrote a script. The reason why the script's important is because it really nails down the dialogue. I gotta have emotion and motivation for my characters, otherwise I draw very stagnant characters. So if you're trying to learn how to do this, and that's one of the reasons why you're watching, I would say that that's incredibly important. So I like to improvise, but, you know, improvise within constraints. That would be my big old man knowledge that I would pass along. Improvise within constraints. Okay. So the constraints are the motivation of these characters. You have 2 Space Cats that landed on what they thought was a planet that wasn't inhabited by anybody. And you have them here, and they're running into Charta, but then they also need to find a fuse or some sort of conductive material to help start a portion of their ship. So Charta's there, so they need materials, and they kind of would like to know more about what's going on because they are here to do research. And Charta's just happy to have guests. So you kind of have these reluctant guests with a host who couldn't be happier. So that's our motivation. So let's put these together, huh? And I think what we'll do is we'll kind of bust Charta out with a little bit of a Dutch angle, which Dutch angle just means like to the side, crooked. And then what we're going to do is we're going to actually have a close-up of our fair friends down here, but you're going to see a reflection of Charta in their helmet. So that could be really interesting. And so let's give ourselves about 5 minutes to figure out this layout, huh? So our first 5-minute challenge has begun. Let it begin. I'll start by creating some lines around here, kind of like nay and nay. Well, I don't know if I want them to be that fat. Maybe 25, maybe? You know, if the police weren't out here breaking up these celebrations, these people would celebrate in the streets like indefinitely, because that's what they would do in Mexico. But this isn't Mexico. You're not going to be able to do that. You have to, in America, you have to do things, and I'm sure there's parts of the country where you can, but in these major metropolis, or just most areas, you have to function within your permit. So they get the permit and they like want to keep partying. It's kind of funny. So the police have to stay out. These people know how to party though. It's beautiful to see. Okay, so then we got this. So I think this is just going to be 2 panels like this. Maybe like this. Oops. 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 Okay, so then we got this. So you kind of got him in his mouth. Now remember, this is what the snail looks like, right? So the snail's kind of got this secondary character position. And then you have our cats here, yeah, and they're responding to this guy. Oh, goodness. So let's drop the opacity on this. Okay, so I think we beat our time. That's, I mean, pretty simple laying out. Well, I guess I could keep working on it. And I don't think there's anything else. And then he says, now that's a good, or how did you come to be? Now that's a good question. Okay, so I don't remember doing that. Okay, so what we're going to do actually is, oh goodness. So what we did was, we mean you no harm. We're actually going to turn this into a different color. So actually it looks like the yellow is that I started the layout. So we're going to change it a little bit now to let's go orange. We'll go through the rainbow. We mean you no harm. I've been waiting my whole life. Okay, so then let's make this orange. I've been waiting my whole life to meet you. Beings of superior intellect. So maybe we could actually put that rhetoric down here too. Beings of superior intellect. And then let me tell you, being a genius by yourself is maddening. So there's a better way to write that. Being a genius by yourself is maddening. Maybe we say, a genius in solitude is forever melancholy. Yeah, I don't think I know how to spell melancholy. Okay, so then he would say that. Maybe he says it over here too. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, so he could say it up here. It is a little weird for him to say that off of, I was about to say off camera. Okay, so then we have about 15 seconds left. So let's take these words and we'll move them around a little bit. Or actually, we'll copy them. One thing, which is maybe I'll take out. Okay. So then let's pull the oh, where's the alarm? The alarm didn't go off. What the heck? All right, so let's make a big canvas. Let's do the 6er. The big old canvas, and we will do, let's put the rhetoric on there. Bam. Oh, where are you at? Bam. Okay. Very good. Bam. And then here, we got our guy here. And let's put him like this. All right. How much can we do in 5 minutes is the question. So we'll put him in here like this, on a Dutch angle, and what we'll do is let's drop the opacity on this and let's give some spaces for this dialogue. So we're just going to kind of roundabout guess that it's probably something like this. And then we would go here. Oh, come on. Since when do you want to use that instead? Or maybe we could put him to the side and then it's just him saying stuff like this. Or let's move him over a little bit like this. Now this is what layout work is for, to figure things like this out, these details. And then we'll put one over here. Genius in solitude is forever melancholy. Whoops. Wrong layer. It's time to do our 5 minutes. Genius in solitude is forever. Okay. So then we got this, and let's start our 5-minute timer. How's our music going? Good? Good. Now I need this timer to go off. Come on. Maybe it's the audio. Oh, you know what? I know what it is. Having audio issues this whole time. There you are. I'm back. I'm back. Remember. Let's see. Oops. All right, let's do it. The timer's going. Maybe what we'll do is we'll make sure these hands match. Uh-oh. Is this... Oh, no, this is very good. Let's flip the hands. Sorry, guys. I gotta do a better job of watching. Still not that good at this. wrist and a shoulder here. His hand should be even bigger. Maybe he should be a little bit smaller. Yeah, that's more dynamic too. Maybe we can do something here with this. Dang it! I want to keep going. Alright, let's see. Okay. So this line work's not too bad. So we got to the line work in 5 minutes. Can we get in here and do some pretty decent details in another 5 minutes? We're going to push the drawing just a little bit farther the next 5 minutes. And then at that point, we'll assess. Do we need another 5 minutes? Or do we move to shade and color, or not color, do we move to put shadows in? Sorry, very distracted. I really need to study up on my fabric. I need to study up on human anatomy. That's the reason why I'm doing cartoons. Oh. Okay. Let's do the 5-minute timer. Oh, we already did it. Sorry. Okay, so let's drop the opacity on this so we can get rid of this original one. It's not really doing us any help anymore. Kim Jong-gi is a master. He would never have to do this. Long live the master. Okay, so now I'm going to come in here and do the same thing again because we're always going to be attached to these eyes. Remember, you got to get these eyes right, folks. You got to. It's just a normal thing. My cat looks into my eyes. You know what I mean? It's just part of being a living thing. You got to get the eyes right. Charta can kind of see out of the area where the wavelength is the largest. So let's see. Okay, we got this. We can see underneath his lip a little bit. He's got more teeth to get going. These are lips here. Oh boy, what is going on with my neck? It might be from sitting like this for too long. I might have to go to the gym after this. Luckily, I joined a gym that's like 24 hours. That's like 24 hours. It's literally 24 hours. Like and subscribe. Maybe we could just put some more lines in here instead of redoing them. Some more teeth. You don't want to do it with me. Ooh. Getting into palms more. That's another important part to get right. So we're going to put some more time into that. Oh, can you see what I'm doing? My bad. My bad. There's a reason why no one watches this stream. I don't keep up with this stuff. Anybody who watches this thing is a saint. Really. You must be my ancestors coming back from the forever world. Okay, let's do this again with him. Kind of expand, and then his palm's going to kind of come across this way. That's a little bit of a healthier position for him. I'm pretty sure he's got 5 fingers. I should know this by now. I just make decisions all the time. Should we give him a pinky? Yeah, let's give him a pinky. It's still kind of all over the place. It's got to sit on this palm, and then we have a wrist that comes off of here. Kind of comes down like this. This happens, the fabric, I do like that. I like when the fabric moves around, but everything kind of just plops on top of itself. I need to come up with some fabric techniques. I need a little more fabric, Fabergé eggs, if you will. Okay, we'll come here and do the same thing. Drop. Oh, we only got 30 seconds. How are we going to do this? What are we going to do with that 30 seconds? Let's get into the close a little bit more. I think these kind of work already. But let's maybe do this. Kind of come across here. We'll give it a lot of chaos so that we can. Will give us a little bit of leeway. But yeah. Okay, where are we at now? Okay, so let's remove some of this lower part. I still think we need another 5-minute session, but let's get rid of some of the key kind of work stuff that got reworked so it doesn't, so we don't lose the progress. Here. This is new line drawings. These people are so happy about the liberation from Spain. They are so happy. I mean, I did choose to rename all these things. Maybe I could slow my roll. Oof. So what do we do next? I say one more 5-minute session of line work and then we'll move on to shadows. So let's highlight our buddy again. Let's see. People come and check out the stream, but within a few minutes, they leave. So I say, let's lay it down a little bit. Let's do something with this hand, though. The chart is very expressive. Let's connect these two. That's about as far as we gotta go from there. Alright, let's get some detail on our froggy guy. Oh, we already got the time. Alright, let's get in here and do our guy. So, do something more like boom. Oops. 2 minutes. Okay, we're in here for 2 minutes. See, not too bad. We could probably get into here, do the same thing on this side, get a lot of detail with this. And get this underline right here. Not too bad, a lot of detail in here. I say we keep going into this corner. We're gonna maybe do detail kind of on one side of his face. And then let's get some lines, some thicker lines, and we're gonna start, this is a pretty detailed character. Something needs to be cut, all right, and we need to start cutting. Let's start cutting some of this over here. Oops, wrong layer, wrong layer. Whoops, again, wrong layer, wrong layer. Deja vu. There we go. It's a lot better. Let's get rid of this, some of this problem in these teeths. In these teeths. Oof. What do we got here? Okay, let's get in here. Okay. I guess we just got to keep going, huh? Maybe get some thicker lines to, let's put these on top of each other. Merge. And then, where's this? Oh, some of this came with? I didn't mean to do that. No! Oh, I see. Oh, okay, yeah, so what we can do is we can bring this all the way up and then merge these together. I think. Everything but the hand. I do know one thing though. Okay, and then we'll drop the, or put that to 100. Oops. Alright, let's put them together. Let's merge them together. Alright, drop the opacity. Let's do another 5 minutes, huh? This one's getting a little rough. Where are we at here? 47 minutes for one panel. That's a lot of time. Where are we at here? 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, okay. Let's keep cruising. Our buddy here, he's got his mouth open, so we can't neglect this tongue. You know, tongue's got spots on it. So we gotta take the time and get these spots in here, buddy. Oh, pals. Did you realize? Did you realize? Now, let's do an outline around him. Okay, so we have this. We got a minute and a half. All right, let's try to cruise through his like bottom side right here. In the jaw area. Dang it! Dang-o, dang it! Dang-o, dang it! Let's see what we got here. Let's reassess. I like where things are going. It's a little too much detail almost. Maybe what we could do is, maybe we could make a compromise here. Let's get into that line work though. We gotta make a compromise, I believe. We might have to make it bigger to fill up the frame. Okay, so then let's fill this in. All right, all right, all right. A little bit of Conformity Farm look right there. Bam. And then maybe let's separate our guy here. Jeez, we gotta figure something out. Maybe we'll make the mouth larger. Yeah. Like this. It looks like he's getting eaten alive. No! Don't let him eat me! Yeah, now it's your problem. Don't let them eat me! There you go, something like this. Let's get rid of this. Never be afraid to cut. It's the most common thing creative people struggle with at the beginning. They get so emotionally attached to their ideas that the thing is, like, how do you get it done? How do you get the damn thing done? All right. So I'm starting to feel a certain type of way about this panel. I'm actually going to go put it back. Copy. And see where this originally started with this, like, wow, it's got so much character. These short level drawings are pretty good. And then when you finally have to get it done, you know, it's like when they make a movie about your favorite cartoon. And you're like, that's not what it looks like. It's like, well, they have to actually photograph it, sucker. So you're going to have to deal with it. So yeah, so we got something like this, and then it's him looking at them. Okay, yada, yada, yada. Tomorrow I'm basically going to stream full time. Tomorrow's Tuesday, it's a work day. And so I'll be streaming all day long. Oh, and then he comes out of the mouth. This is actually going to be really interesting. So there's two different panels here. There's Charda, like, kind of forming himself out. Like this. But we need him to, like, morph more. What we'll do is something like and then yeah, get this big old leg out like this. So he's got one. Yeah. And maybe his eye gets really big. Yeah, and then he puts his hands on the teeth like this. Cool. And then what we'll do is we'll cut this. Because something's got to happen, because he transforms when he's in that mouth. So we got to do something weird. Okay, like this. And what we'll do is we'll show the eyes of Zeke to show that something's going on. This one might be like a weird kind of, or maybe it's over here. We'll do a little shaky, 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 shaky. Shaky, 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 shaky. Right? And then maybe we come in and maybe get this a little bit closer. Not bad. These are a nice little one over. Bam, get this out. and this one. Okay, so we're gonna take these back, because if I try to push my way all the way to finishing each one of these, I just don't think it's gonna work. It's better this way, I think. Or maybe we go the other way around. Maybe he's like, yeah, just, oh. Yeah, something like that. Okay. Then which one's this? 1, 2, 3, no, 2. Been waiting my whole life. This one's gone. Yeah, so then we go to this. So this is 2. Okay, and then we got this one is delete. This is 3. Might as well merge it with this. 3, and then we got this one. He gets out. Beings of superior intellect. Let me tell you, being a genius can be lonely. Now, he already said that, so we might have to change it up. Oh, so he says the same thing, yeah. I'm sure you know what I mean. So he says, I'm sure you know what I mean. Being. Superior intellect. Recognizes superior intellect. Or maybe that's what he says. Superior recognizes superior. And so what we'll do is, because he already talked about being smart and lonely, so we'll cut that. And then we have this part where they come in like this. So he's having that statement. And they actually look at each other. They kind of look at each other like, huh? Because these are really low-ranking cats in the Cat Federation. So they're not considered... So maybe we'll do something like this where they look at each other, and then Jammer turns to Charda and says, hey, we're looking for a conductive metal. And he's like, what? He's like your belt buckle. So we got to put a belt buckle on Charda on this outfit. Okay. So let's bring this all the way up. Gotta lay down the foundation, y'all. Gotta lay down the foundation. Merge. This would be 4. So actually, let's go ahead and crush this up. And then have him say something like... And then have us look down at him a little bit, like this. Yeah, we gotta stop drawing stuff right on. That's not bad. And so then he says, at this point, he says, we're seeking conductive material. So maybe he says for a fuse. Okay, and then the next panel is... I'm sure you know what that means. Okay, so then this is the next one. I'm sure we can find something. So then let's shrink this. This is 4. I don't think we need this. Well, we can maybe use this on a different kind of thing. Maybe 5 is more like this. something. Oh, Oliver points at his belt. So it looks like we don't have that yet. Let's see if we do. Okay, so then we do need an image of Oliver pointing at her belt, at his belt. So, what up, my dude? What up, Gray Fox? Pew, 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 pew. What up, Gray Fox? What up, what up, what up? Pew, 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 pew. Diddy arrested. Oh, breaking news, y'all. Sean Diddy Combs arrested. So was he just like off of U.S. extradition land or something? Sorry, I'm going to take a break. FBI agents arrested Sean Diddy Combs in New York on Monday, apparently in connection to ongoing allegations against the 54-year-old music mogul. He's 54 years old. We die so fast. It's so sad. Federal law enforcement raided Diddy's properties in March of this year as part of an ongoing investigation into alleged sex trafficking ring. Okay, I'm not even sure I can say that online, but Diddy has been named in 10 plus lawsuits accusing him of misconduct. Numerous men and women have accused Diddy of trafficking drugs and people. Diddy's lawyer said he is disappointed by the FBI's actions and called Diddy innocent. He is imperfect, but not a criminal. So that's interesting. So that makes me wonder, what was he doing? I was under the impression that he oh wow. I was under the impression that Sean Diddy Combs arrested in New York following grand jury indictment. So from what I understood, they had subpoenaed him to go to New York, and a lot of people thought that he wasn't going to go. He's crooked. He's cooked. Oh, yeah. He's definitely cooked, man. All right. So that's not that important to me. Tom Segura on Joe Rogan. What do you know? Okay. All right, let's get into it. Maybe I should pull something in to get some details on, huh? So we're on 5. I wonder how many pages this will be. So there's a lot of dialogue. I'm going to start early in the morning on this tomorrow. Anybody going to be able to join the stream tomorrow? Yeah, look at all this dialogue. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 plus what we got, about 25 pages. So that's a lot. It's a lot of material. What do we got over here? So then we got this. We cut this. All right, let's get into something else, because we're about to stream for a little bit longer. Ooh. Don't be silly. That would be dangerous. Oh, interesting. And this is going to be really interesting, too. He knows what he did to Justin Bieber. He did something to Justin Bieber? I don't know. I think that's speculative. I bet whatever he did is probably... No, I can join like 4 tomorrow. Okay, well, I'll be around. Okay, and then we got this. Okay, so then they arrive here, so we'll work on this. I'm just going to stick on this scene probably all day tomorrow. So here's some more of the detailed stuff, if you guys want to see. Since you guys do come to the... First, I was actually kind of hesitant to share stuff on the stream, and I just don't think this is the era for that. I think I can share it all with you guys. So I'm the Conformity Farm universe. I'm the Conformity Farm universe. Are there space dogs? Not that I know of. I think I did do a dog on Instagram in the first few months of Conformity Farm. There is a planet of squids. We do know that. But I don't think that I've done space dogs like as smart dogs. I think I just did a dog in a game of Jeopardy. And it's called Quiz Show, and there's like a bird, there's an anthropomorphic bird, there's an anthropomorphic rabbit rather. And then there's a dog that's just kind of dumb. So I don't know if there are space dogs. I don't think there are. I think that, but I would say that in the Conformity Farm universe, it would make sense that any animal that we're familiar with on Earth could have its own anthropomorphized planet. And I would choose to not have them be anthropomorphic if I felt like that was a good move for storytelling, and I just don't think it is. I hope that answers your question. So this is the conversation where we get the pillow baby. Here's a good one. Hey, why don't we pour ourselves into this a little bit, huh? So then we'll have something to post overnight. Oops. Oh, he's only got 4 fingers. Oh, good to know. I like the detail in the drawings. Yeah. You know, maybe what I should do is not build drawings up as much and do the detailed drawings on the stream. Okay. I'll try to do more detailed bring more detailed stuff into the stream. maybe he's more expressive like this. Nice. Look at that. Just a little bit I took off, and it did a lot for that. You know what I mean? It's a fine line. That's why some of these better artists can come off and make work that puts people in it all. And then you have a hobbyist who goes, why can't I have the same thing? And sometimes I think the detail is like, you got to put the time in. You really got to pay attention to the finer details. And sometimes people, they get kind of lazy, and I don't know what the deal is. It's like, I don't know if that makes sense or not. Let's see what we got here. I applaud you for how much detail you put in your drawings, because I tend to get lazy when I draw. Well, you know, I hear what you're saying, but I think it's what's required. I think, you know, art is, I don't know, there's a, yeah, I don't know how good of a thing that is. I don't know, going back and forth and stuff. Look at those eyes pop out, see? You definitely have more patience than I do. Well, you might develop it over time. You know, my patience is really more of a frustration of waking up day after day and the book's not done. Let's see what we got here. The other thing too is a lot of the detail is something I've kind of stylized. Well, sometimes the extra time and extra love put into a project pays off in the end. That's what I'm hoping for. What is it, kitty? Over here making cute purrs. Hopefully this is not too personal asked, but do you have any other family members that are artistic like you? What does your family think of the Conformity Farm universe? Well, you know, I will say this. When I was a kid, I used to draw a lot. What's up, kitty? You want to come hang out? Come here. Kitty, open freeze. So I used to draw a lot when I was a little kid. And my family was very supportive of it. It was actually my identity for a long time. And then I ended up, I stopped drawing about the time I got into high school. I still did some drawing, but it was mostly just like when I had to. And then I started getting into cameras and I started working in TV and stuff. So I wouldn't say that my family's particularly stoked about the Conformity Farm universe. But, you know, it's hard for them to conceptualize, and it's not theirs to develop, so. What, kitty? Kitty's always trying to play. She's a violent kid. So, yeah, I mean, do I have other artistic people? Apparently my grandfather, I don't know my family that, I don't know some of my family, so I don't know. But, my family appreciates creativity when it's done well and done in a very serious fashion. I think that what happens is when an adult pursues art, there is a long, dense amount of time where you essentially can only be identified as a hobbyist. Getting over that is so difficult that I think a lot of family members, because they care about you, they kind of discourage the development because they would like to see something that seems a little more form-fitting, something a little more what seems to be realistic in their minds. So yeah, I think they think it's fine. I think they think it's a little strange. But you know, Conformity Farm is going to be a lot of different stuff. I think my next project after this book, whatever I end up doing, will probably surprise a lot of people. I have a few different things I might be doing. Okay. Kitty just thinks I'm over here talking to myself. Come say hi. I want everyone to see how sweet you are, sweet girl. She just chews a little bit. She's just a little bit of a chewer. Can you guys see her? She's all dark. But yeah, I mean, I guess that is a personal question, but that's okay. You can ask a personal question. So, guys, I think that I'm going to go ahead and call it tonight. I'm working on this stuff. I'm going to play with this kitten a little bit and clean up. Because tomorrow I'm going to be on all day. I have a trip I have to take over the weekend where I'm actually going to go back and see my family. Driving back to Ohio. Quit chewing on me. Stop it. No. She's such a shark. Stop it. Be a cute kitty. Be a cute kitty, not a destructive kitty. No. No. So yeah, that's a good question though. But I'm going to take a screenshot of this and then I'm going to post it online. And yeah, we'll move on. You know what's interesting is my family's more supportive than a lot of these really beautiful women out here in Chicago. So sometimes I'll pursue some of these more beautiful women, and they're the ones who actually get the most disappointed by it. But I think you just got to find the right people, though. Some people, like, you know, what's really killed me is the stream. People look at this stream and think of the stream as, as being indicative of my success. And I think that streaming is one of the more difficult things to do, to build up, you know, because I don't have anything extra to build up into. That's so weird. So what happens is they look at the stream and they see that no one's watching and they go, oh no, no one's watching. And it's like, no, it just takes time, and you got to build this up, and it takes time. So I'm not worried about it. But I have noticed, like, girls, like, where I've, like, spent a day not texting them, and then they see that I stream, and that basically means the relationship's over. I cannot stream and not text a girl. So my family's fine with it, though. I've done a lot of things that they never really understood, so in a way they trust me. I mean, they have to. But yeah, I think that it's normal for a family to be worried about your ability to make a living for yourself. So yeah, I think that they're a little worried about that, but I think they've decided that it's better to support me than to not, because I think what the original thought was that I would get over it, and then I would actually get a real job. Joke's on them. Ha 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 ha. Where you at, kitty? Ha 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 ha. Oh, come on, hang out. I feel you, brother. I don't talk to any of my family except my dad, and my mom passed away in 2017. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. So believe me, I feel you on that. Okay. Well, you're doing an awesome job, bro. Don't let anyone tell you anything different. That's what's up. Gray Fox over here laying it down thick, giving me the confidence. Listen, this thing that I'm doing, where we come together and I do art, you know, whatever. It's a portal. This seat, this chair, this mic, this tablet, all of it. It's a portal to connect with you guys, and gives you an opportunity to see things that may not seem more obvious to me, but maybe don't see them obvious to you. You know what I mean? Because I have a responsibility to show you guys what I do. I can't just get old and die and not pass along the stuff I've learned. It's kind of messed up and pointless, right? Like, we really got to do this the right way. So making this book on here is, I think, one of the best ideas I've had. I think we're at almost 150 episodes, and they're all over the place. You know, I got to do better, but I've done better. You know, I brought the lights in and improved the mic and stuff like that. I have to also be chattier. Oh, I think the music gave way. Right? Oh, it's got autoplay on. That's what's up, YouTube. So yeah, I appreciate it, Gray Fox. I appreciate it, Bob. I appreciate it, Fujo Bear. I appreciate, what do we got here? We got, Dusko Cat Eye. We got, Aries. It's been pretty cool, guys. It's been pretty cool seeing you guys out here. And I'll be here then we're gonna punch all the way through, and then I'm gonna put out more art. More people know about Conformity Farm, and you guys will be like, what? Conformity Farm? Yeah, I've been on his stream since like back in 2024. What are you talking about? You just heard about this guy? And that's where we'll be at, baby. All right, y'all. I'm going to end it for tonight. I'll see you in the morning. Probably going to stream twice. I assume what I'll do is I'll do a late night stream, or I'll do an early morning stream. Go until I get exhausted, maybe do a workout, eat some food, and then come back and do another stream. So do what makes you happy. I'd rather make a few bucks doing something I love than have all the money in the world doing something I hate. You're on the right path, brother. Gray Fox, I love your support. I appreciate that. You gotta spread that around the world. All right, let's save this. Whoops! Whoops-a-daisy. Oh, I didn't even end up using this either. All right, y'all, have a good night. Take care.